air signs, I hope that you are doing well. Welcome in, welcome back. If you are returning back, my name is Shannon Hensley out of Kansas City, Missouri, USA. And I'm glad to have you. I'm real sharp. I won't hold back. I will not apologize and all of that. And I am who I am and you are who you are. And I stand for uprightness and I'll fight for people and I'll interject. Sorry about this. Anyway, I'll interject my own what for in a reading as well. Because I'm also part of a soul group like you. And whether you're part of the soul group or you're just a troll, I don't know. Hopefully you're not a troll. Hopefully you can come out of that nonsense. Time to grow up now. But anyway, I care about what the Most High God has to say. No ifs, ands, buts about what the Most High God has to say. It's about the truth and the truth alone here. And I look at a lot of crime because I'm dealing with a murderer that has done some very heinous things to me. And so it's just real talk here on this platform. I'll mock at wickedness as well. People want to act crazy, I'll give them a little taste of crazy right back, that kind of stuff. And it'll always be for upright purposes and by the word of God himself. And it's because people are unwise and they're zombies walking around in the earth with no emotion anymore. People just hurt people to no end and playing games and thinking that's cool just as long as I get my for no more type of energy. And it's just absolutely stupid. And so I'm very, very much on the front lines of calling stupid for what stupid is. A stupid do is stupid do. And so, anyway, this is who I am. Take it, live, do it, you got to do with it. If you stay, welcome. Alright, well, there's that doggy again coming out for you all. Somebody's friend is involved in something, folks. And something about a loyalty situation, or somebody's literally in the army as well out here. Because we have an army card, or somebody wears a uniform's coming out for you all. So we're going to look at the next 24 hours here. Let me just establish, like I always have to do, I have freedom of speech. I have rights that the great King of the universe gave me when I entered into the thought of his mind to create me in my mother's womb. But when I came into this world, just like everybody else, to breathe this air, I have freedom that God's given me to be in this realm and have free will just like you. Okay, so let me just establish that. If you're new, I'm dealing with people that have been on my electronics and stuff, and you just don't have a right. You just don't have a right. On my platforms, and so whatever, it doesn't matter. This is my platform, not yours, and it never will be. So you have the number 3, and which is the Empress card. The letter G could be out here. The pictograph of the Empress looks like it's a pictograph of a leg, and it is written like the letter L. So the G and the L could be prevalent to something out here. Then you have the soldier card that came out. This is anybody that wears a uniform that's involved in something out here. And this can be a card, I'm playing you, I'm in, I'm out, I'm playing you. Are you? Are you playing somebody? Because that little stupid idiot player was just there in the earth readings. Dumb. It's time to grow up now. It really is time to open your brain and see if you got anything other than maggots in it. Okay. Alright. Anyway, some doggy dog is here. And so some type of a friendship nonsense thing is going on, or something perverted, or a same-sex issue is out here, or somebody isn't loyal or is either partner in crime or whatever for any given person. Then you have the house, or somebody's home is out here involved in something. And then the apron, and so either somebody is a cook, or the apron can take you back to organization as well, specifically the Masons. Hey, somebody's name could be Mason as well. If you're upright, you're upright. If you're not, you're not. But anyway, that could take you back to those kinds of energies with the apron. If somebody is a cook, or something did happen in your home and something's taken place, maybe with even a fire, there's something out here legal with the soldier card being out here, then fine. Something's out here. So let's see. Show me air energy, Most High. Show me air. So somebody There's the Tower in the reverse, the Six of Wands in the reverse, and then the little Spy in the reverse is coming out for you all. So typically the Spy in the reverse is a little gossipy communication, and somebody's trying to avoid a Tower here. If you're upright and you're going to be truthful, then may God be with you to avoid a Tower. Otherwise, it will never happen for you. Sorry. God's going to knock your Tower down, your pride, your conceit, your ego. There's something known when the Tower comes out. It is the pictograph of the eyeball as well. You're dealing with somebody who is very prideful out here, folks. Somebody that you're dealing with, or you, I don't know who you are, but what role you're playing in something, but somebody's very prideful out here in something, and somebody's trying to get a public victory, either in a secretive way, but they're deceptive out here and perverted in it, or this is showing somebody lost something. Somebody's a loser anyway, trying to do that out here. But you do have somebody who wears a uniform out here. There's maladministration when you see the strength card. Can represent that. Given that in the water reading, we had the official person come out, okay? And so there is an official person somewhere out here. So whether they be in the military or not. You have the Page of Cups jumping out here. This could be some type of an apology, or you got teenagers involved in some things as well. This is something shocking possibly that's coming out. God said something hidden was going to come out, okay, in some type of situation. There's something fraudulent going on as well. And so if that has to do with something about your house is fraudulent around something, or someone out of your house has done something fraudulent, or something's like, if there's a fire, I want to say the torch came out. I think it was the water reading, I want to say so. But whatever that is, there's the official person right there at the bottom of the deck. It's definitely out here. Whatever it is, somebody tried to cook up something out here in a really big way, and something wrong with it. So we have the DA out here as well. This word combination in the tarot, if you're new, there's just hidden language here in the tarot. This represents a door. It's the Dalet, and this word here represents a repeat witness of something. And something was fishy in the court of law, or obviously something legal is out here. You've got a person who wears a uniform involved in something going on. The DA is out here attached to something, and this is a fishy card, or some type of, hey, little seducing type of energy is out here, then something's up here. And so with the Gimel, which is the Empress energy, then you have the Emperor and the Empress out here in indirect way as well. That can also trace you back to anxiety with that word. It can trace you back to a slice of something. It can trace you back to a band of men, I think is one of also the definitions in the dictionary. There's like 2 or 3 different types of definitions to that word that could come out one direction or another or whatever. But there is something out here that is known around, repeat witness of something, or somebody's being fishy in what they're saying that they have witnessed or seen or said, or shut their eyes, since that's the eyeball too, or there is something fraudulent that is absolutely taking place with your home, and something's come down or burnt down with something, and something's out here with that, whatever. I'm saying so because an apron would take you back to things that you cook in the kitchen and stuff. So those of you dealing with fraudulent things that way, somebody guilty, because the word guilty came out in a situation. Let's see what this communication's about. So the letter D, the A, and the G, and the L may be prevalent to you. Person, place, or thing, first, middle, or last name. Show me this communication. Okay. Making decisions. These came out crossing, so somebody's hanging in the balance on making decisions that have consequences to them. And if this premeditation, or somebody did die, or obviously the mob has come out and somebody hit somebody off, because it came out and it showed itself twice in 2 of these 4 readings that I've done, then something obviously with that is here, and it does have consequence to it. these, somebody's in the balance of making these choices, and you better really figure out what you're going to do with these choices out here. So the communication is bringing that out. Also, is bringing another page with a little something here with the pentacle. And this can also represent a headship. But this, it's interesting because I just did the Earth reading. And I was talking about the King of Pentacles because he was in this deck. He showed up in that reading, but in the water reading, he showed up out of this deck. And he had a great big oxen behind him because Taurine energy holds it in that deck, just in that deck. Could be anybody, but or somebody lives on a farm or something like that. Because just a second ago when I did the Earth reading, even that King of Pentacles in this other deck was there, and I was speaking about out of the other one how that oxen was there. The ox head in the runes came out, and then it also came out with another rune that when you put the two letters together, it made the word beef. So something about cows or oxen, or you are dealing with a taurine that's really big for any given of those directions, for any given person is involved in something for a clue, or a friend is involved in something where somebody's played something out here attached to something, and there's something legal around it. And if somebody lied in a court of law, that came out the other day where perjury was connected to some stuff, and a bunch of signing of some things were being talked about. And so this is the ox head in the tarot. It's the Aleph head, which is the picture of the ox head. So it is out here, and it has a meaning of a strong leader of a sort. And we have it here, and this word represents like a vapor, or, you know, smoky type like energy. So if there is fire situation out here, it is out here. For somebody's case, it is out here. So all this came out in what I'm looking at for the communication. So there is communication in the balance of, hey, either take this pentacle and do something, or secretly physical exchange. And there's manipulation around it. There's headship out here around something. Because the other pentacle would be here, and two pentacles is like going back and forth, secretly exchanging or making a decision about this. But there's consequences to this. Premeditation of some stuff, or was. Especially if you think you're going to get up. The word judge came out, so I think it was the Earth reading that the word judge also did come out. It was one of the other readings. It did come out. So there is somebody doing something, and so either they dirty or not, we're gonna see. Because God's revealing some stuff out here. There's 3 pages out here, so either you got 3 little kids or 3 teenagers involved, or this is just the communication itself, whether there's kids involved or not. But there is something very legal going on in this reading that has a consequence to it in a really big way, with the will being at the bottom of the deck. Somebody does sit in a great big place of power where they can heal or kill something, but there's also a word out here that goes to thank you, lifting up your hands for thank you in a confession out here. So hopefully somebody can give a correct confession. It's going to make somebody lose something in a very public way if the truth is going to come out, and hopefully the truth, because if you don't tell the truth, folks, you're screwed somewhere. So at the top of the deck is the World card, which can have a meaning of an all-consuming fire. There's a fire situation out here. Just for somebody that I'm picking up, this word goes to the word yes, or yes, something does exist. So something does exist out here that is going on. Okay, so I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be lying, because something's gonna come out. God just said so. Something hidden's gonna come to the light. Give me some words out here. Pick through my hands. That card's about had it. Take several, and I'll also take this other deck and shuffle it as well. Your friend's involved in this thing. Whoever I'm talking to, your friend is not your friend. Somebody thinks that you may be an upright friend and being loyal to something, but somebody's friend's involved in something perverted going on out here, folks, and you need to know about it. Okay, and they're playing a bunch of people, I guess. Something about somebody's breastplate. Okay, and if you're dealing with somebody who carries a gun, and there's something to having to have some type of shielding on, or something, whatever that means, then something's out here. Somebody may need some protection, okay? But we should have the breastplate of righteousness on more than anything, spiritually speaking. Some type of trying to get some type of wish there's somebody's got like a wish that they have out here. The next card says a Hispanic person is. I just said like the Gulf of Mexico, and I know that's a location, and for somebody's case, it's connected to something, but. We've had the Mexican type of energy that has come out pretty strong, and I made a different type of a reference with the wording on that card. I won't get into it, but anyway, there's lesbian connections out here. Okay, so if you're brand spanking new, we took the dictionary and we read right out of the dictionary of the etymology of the word perversion, and it states that it takes you, all the words will trace you back to homosexuality. And so don't get mad at me, it's in your dictionary, and so it is what it is. And so hopefully you can find God, or if you don't, then I guess you don't. That's your prerogative, I guess. But the dog takes you back to unclean things and perverseness as well, and it does trace you back to homosexuality if you do some research on a dog. And it's really come out here, so there's a same-sex issue out here. But the word cross-dresser came out, and so somebody may pull it off, or people may look at this person and know that they're just an outright cross-dresser as well. But it's prevalent to something, because God brought the wording out, cross-dresser, to something. Okay, something about somebody always murmuring softly and in their speech, continually complaining about something. Okay, well, somebody's guilty for some stuff, and today on the general, God said that somebody was sick and tired of somebody just hanging around all the time. And if they're always just murmuring and something, they're guilty for some things that have taken place around something. What that means for you just in general. But I will say that a couple years ago, I did a face-to-face conversation about this energy here, and this energy right here will evoke the dead. Okay, it goes back and traces you to necromancy. Okay, if you do spiritual study on murmuring and pondering on what you're murmuring and stuff, it really does open spiritual realms of the dead, and you are evoking the dead. Okay, and so somebody's gone to that level, I guess so. Somebody has an inability to separate fantasy land from reality. Okay, you deal with the mental case out here, folks. And half the world's mental. We have the former president of the United States of America. Okay, well, we do have somebody set up in a great big place. So whether they're upright or not, whichever one it is, I don't know. Something's out here. Something about a perfect match. For some of you all, somebody thinks that there's a perfect match, but it's actually somebody's already got a spouse and they're bigamous. It just came out. And somebody just thinks, wow, and you're big, they got nothing, they have another home somewhere. They're a bigamist. Now, it won't be for everybody, but it's out here. Most side says it's necessary for something to come to an end. This card, when I pulled it out, it literally was like it's had it. And so it's necessary for something to come to an end. And then this really says a lot about what's going on. Proverbs 6:12-15 says, a naughty person, a wicked man. He walks with a froward mouth, and he winks with his eyes, and he speaks with his feet, meaning he'll go run and do something real swiftly in some type of wickedness, and he'll teach with his fingers, and frowardness is in his heart, and he devises mischief continually. And we got somebody continually murmuring and speaking things, and we got a wicked person out here, folks, doing something in a very mischievous way. And it says he sows discord among people, therefore his calamity shall come suddenly. This is coming on somebody suddenly. And let me say, yesterday God said somebody had 24 hours, live or die. And I know Yah, Yehovah, maker of heaven and earth, he don't lie. And however he's going to kill somebody, either just spiritually and that's it, your soul and your spirit's going to be divided, or you really right now going to go out. I mean, obviously you're dead anyway, for whatever reason why he would keep you around for some type of, I don't know, karmic testing for something. I don't really know. It's none of my business. God's ways are not our ways. He just said live or die. And you got 24 hours, and the clock tower was there, and it came out in the reverse. Twice the clock tower came out, or twice the tower came out, and one of them was the clock. It's necessary for something in, and God's going to kill somebody. Because somebody's wicked out here. Let's hope they literally leave this realm. Whoever is who, doing what? Because they're continually continually sowing discord among people on purpose. Therefore, their calamity will suddenly come, and they'll be broken without any kind of remedy. They won't be able to rebuild this at all, even if they do stay in this realm. God separates somebody's soul and spirit. That's it. They'll never rise because they're a worker of iniquity out here. We have a snake in the grass. Well, they are a snake in the grass. Somebody is. There's the truthful friend, but somebody else isn't. And if you are and you're upright and doing something around somebody because you know there's a snake in the grass, it can be read in different ways. But somebody has a friend that's not a friend in where somebody else really was one. And so whatever, somebody's a little snake out here. Show me more information. Throw, fear, river. There's the water stuff that came out real strong, and then there's headship that did come out. It's out here. You know, Jehovah don't lie, folks. Jehovah don't lie. An investigation. It's widely known about, and the Most High said there can be a judgment and there'll be justice on this situation out here. Their little people game was over. It came out in one of the other readings as well. At the top of the deck, somebody getting fired. You're fired! Somebody's leaving in a really big way. There's the body of water again. It's definitely, whatever that is entirely about, I don't know. It really comes out strong on my channel. Foreign people, foreign places, I don't know. But something huge with that. You have the legal rune that came out, which is it's been suffered on people, whatever this idiot has done, folks. And so the M and the D together, or the D and the M, make bloodshed, and the death card in the water reading came out. And so this is a legal for sure victory that is going to be had, and we see somebody else losing in something that they've done out here. And then the Urus. And remember yesterday, it does, if you didn't catch it, you just go back on the channel on the community section and go listen to the number 92. All right. And I said in that video that God keeps bringing the letter U out, and the U was found with the connection of 92, and that going back to the nuclear bombing energy, and the nuclear bomb just came out in one of these 4 readings that I did today again. And so, and I have talked about on those readings today how I've seen the number 92 over and over again today. And so God's not messing around with this, folks. This big stuff out here. We got somebody thinking that it's okay to play little games and be wicked, even at that level. That's dangerous. But you know, God's gonna blow some people up. I guess I'll blow it up, I guess. I mean, we have it in prophecy. It don't have to be in our lifetime. We can redeem the time, but people got to get on the same page and stop their nonsense as well. So whatever's going to be is going to be with God. This is a military rune that is out here, and we do have this here. And so specifically, I mean, dog tags and things like that is here. Then it is definitely here around something. This is like making some progress to something when it comes out, because there's somebody's going to get some victory in something that's going on in this reading. And it's a bad luck rune in the negative side of the rune for somebody who's just not worthy of anything, and whoever this person is constantly doing some nasty out here in our nation. Whoever it is going to be taken care of by God Almighty. So this is the letter U. It is written like an N, so the UN. We got foreign people, foreign places. When the will comes out here, this is the letter Y. We have the letter SH here. You have the D and the A, like I said. What else came out here? And the G and the L came out here in this reading. Big reading. Y'all pray for me. I pray for you. If anybody is able to help with any shelter, I was able to go down and pay for that little bitty couple of dollars today. So it did come through. And now I just have $20 to my name, and I will need shelter for the day after tomorrow and after that. I really need a rescue team, folks. I really do. If you're able to help with groceries and food in any way, shape, or form as I wait for a rescue team, then my information's down below. May God bless you, because Jehovah Elohim, He will. That's our function with God, is to be saviors in the earth for one another from people that are causing nonsense in the earth, playing games. Thanks for helping. Till next time, shalom.